Then the Apollo figures down here. I really like those. Those sumos, they're complete. Got some troll turtles. I've said in some of my other videos that my storage shells, those are my favorite. Hey guys, so over the last week, I've been spending some time out here in the office getting it cleaned up. And I'm going to start doing some whatnot shows. So in order to do that, I needed my office nice and clean. So I have the space to do that. And also, I want to be able to enjoy my collection a little bit more. So I wanted to show you guys around the room a little bit. Show you guys that we've cleaned it up. Show you guys my new whatnot table and stuff, my setup for that. And so yeah, let's show you guys what's going on. All right, so this is the whatnot table. Well, a table that I bought for a whatnot. I'm calling it my whatnot table. But it's adjustable. It's height adjustable. And I got a iPad mount for the iPad. I'm going to have a little rotating table here with an action figure on it and stuff and whatever else I'm going to be selling. So I just thought this would be super convenient to have in here. And then my background will be, you know, the wall of action figures and toys and stuff. So that'll make for a really good whatnot background and experience and stuff. But so I just thought I'd show you guys around the room a little bit. You know, some of my loose collection. I've got some Euro figures up here with the different colored weapons. Some of my loose collection. Now I have, in my collection, I have the first 10 carded, loose complete soft heads, and loose complete hard heads. So I used to have a lot more loose stuff a couple years ago, but I ended up selling a bunch of it. Got loose complete movie figures, sewer heroes back there in the back. Down here are some giant mutating turtles. I still need to pick up a raft. But down here I got some of my 10-back carded stuff. I still need to fine-tune a lot of this stuff. I want to get my carded figures that are down here out, get them in protective cases, and somehow get them displayed in here. And then this is, I like this case. So up here we've got the Chef Boyardee shredder. It's sealed in the baggie. And then you got Euro shredder. He's complete. And this is the light purple armor version, which was my favorite. So I picked him up. Here's a 10-back shredder. Then we got the monster turtles. Bright yellow belly. Slash with the purple belt. Then the Apollo figures down here. I really like those. Those sumos, they're complete. Got some troll turtles. I've said in some of my other videos that my storage shells, those are my favorite. Down here we've got the Sewer Sports football. It's sealed. Got some NECA figures down there. That playset there, the micro playset, that's actually the only Ninja Turtle item that I have left from my actual childhood. So, and then we got some of the heavy hitters up here. I have all 4 of the storage shell turtles with the translucent weapons and the black belts. They're all complete. I've got their card backs also. You got half court back there and plexiglass or acrylic. Hotspot and scratch. And then we got Sandstorm. Then up here I've just got some of the Super 7s, some of the NECA stuff that I like, I opened up. And there's some more NECA up here. Some of the early NECA stuff I've kept. I stopped collecting NECA stuff a while ago. So, and then above that, we've got my ride-on wagon with some of my plush that are still carded. And then we got some of the bigger play sets up top. It's easier to put them up there. And then we've got the wall of mock turtles. It's hard to show you guys what's up top, but that's basically, I started things out from the top across, the early stuff. We've got the Toon figures up there. And then I really like these green card backs. Personally, I think they're more rare. The figures are more rare on these particular cards than the first release cards. So I've bought a lot of these over the years just instead of the first release cards, because these are last run figures. These were the last ones that came out in stores before they stopped the line. So got a couple monsters back there. The Western Wacky Wild West set. And then we got the Star Trek figures, the Adventures figures, some Shogun turtles. I used to have the really expensive Shogun turtles too, but I sold both of those to kind of jumpstart my business a couple years ago. And then we've got No Stripe April and Stripe April back there. Then we got the Sport turtles. And then the Movie 3 turtles, all carded. I also have the vehicles that came for the movie. I have those sealed too. And all of these are newer turtles, but I bought all of these myself. Handpicked these in stores, toy hunting. That was a blast when this line was out back in, what was that, 2012? When that line started. That was so much fun. And then down here is just some random stuff for my collection as well. And then over here we got more vintage stuff. This Technodrome, the box is pretty tattered, but all the contents are sealed. The plastic has never been opened, and it is a complete Technodrome in there. Nice crisp box for the Foot Cruiser. I just love the box art on this stuff. So this kind of stuff is way cooler than just white wall. So some of these are sealed, never been opened. Some of them are open. This one's really cool. The news van, that's sealed. The packaging is a little faded, but more stuff up there. And then over here, we've got some of my Giants. And stuff from some other later lines as well. And up there are Mech Wreckers. They're all complete. And then a couple of Dinosaur Riders from the Fox Kids line. So let's go around over to this side. Over here, all this stuff down here is listed stuff on eBay. This shelf is listed stuff on eBay. And I eventually want to get all of this out of here. So all of this will be collection. But I don't have room for that in my shop quite yet. So up here, we have a bunch of NECA stuff, some Super 7 stuff. Original toy line stuff from Playmates. But I used to have all of the classic collection stuff up there in the corner, but I sold most of it. I just kept Bebop and Rocksteady and the van. And then you got more large play sets up there. And then this is what I call the arcade. So we have a couple arcade cabinets in here from 1UP. And these are some of my favorite loose figures. Some of these are from my childhood. Some of them aren't. But, like this Batman figure is from my childhood. This one's from my childhood. This Batman's from my childhood. But these are some, like, I used to have all of these as well. And I decided to sell them. And I just kept this guy because I thought he was the coolest. The Evil Turtles, I think is what they're called. Those are really cool. I have all those loose complete. And then we've got like my alarm clock from when I was a kid. That Darth Vader's from my childhood. These are actually my grandfather's marbles. Got Muckman up top. My piggy bank from when I was a kid. Jack in the Box. The Muckman. So some of you guys who we were collecting that line back in 2000, and that might have been like 2018 when that came out. They discontinued that figure. They weren't going to make it. So, and I was really upset about that because I was really looking forward to it. So I started a campaign to save Muckman, and I really started pushing that and pushing it on social media, and it got Playmates' attention. I got a message from Playmates on Facebook, and they said, hey, it is because of your campaign that we have decided to make this figure. And they made the figure, and they had it carded, but then they stopped. They made one. And it was in an executive's office at Playmates. So this person at Playmates said, we've decided to make it, and we want to give you this executive's, for like basically like a first shot production run before shipping figure. And that's what that figure is up there. And I've got a letter, and I believe it's on the back side inside the case up there, proving that because it came with a letter stating that and everything like that. So that's one of like my favorite pieces of my collection. So I had these custom painted by Does Machines on Instagram. His work is crazy good. And then I got my mock dinosaur figures. These are reissued Ghostbusters. Some more of them down here. Some Batman figures. Space Invaders. And then I have a lot of the new line for Turtles. Down here are some of the Fox Kids line mint and sealed box vehicles. My NECA vans down there. So all of these are vintage posters that I got a lot. And then across here is the new line that's in stores right now, going all the way across. I want to share this cabinet with you guys too. Alright, so in this cabinet we've got a lot of stuff from my childhood really. But there's a lot of stuff in here you 90s kids, 80s kids are going to recognize. Like these little items from McDonald's. I've got a few of those. More dinosaur pops back there. Some NASCAR cars. And this is actually a handheld video game that my parents had before I was even born, but was something that we played as kids. And then we got some more McDonald's stuff down here. I used to have a Datsun 280Z And these are actually the keys for that car. I kept a set of keys for that car when I sold it. Keychains from when I graduated high school. And then we have the McDonald's Halloween buckets. And I got yo-yos in here from when I was a teenager. Those are really big for some reason, like in junior high and high school. So I got some of those too. Got my handheld Turtles game from when I was a kid. My CD player from when I was a kid. And just a bunch of stuff from my childhood in here. This guy's not from my childhood, but I had to have him. I bought it from someone locally a few years ago. So that's this display cabinet. So eventually, guys, I want to get to a point where all of this is my collection. The shelf will probably be leaving, and my light box will be over there. I'll be setting up a thing here to take pictures of clothes and movie posters, because I got a ton of movie posters. And then up here, I want to put in more shelving. I've got the entire 2012 Nickelodeon line mock. And I need a place to display those. So I was thinking I'd put those up there. And then I also have the entire Fox Kids 2K3 line loose complete. And I'll probably be putting that stuff over here on risers. So I've got a lot of other really cool turtle stuff that's just boxed up that I really want to get out. So this whole shelf over here is all eBay stuff too. It's all listed. All this stuff just needs to be put in totes with codes and put out in the shop. But that's not going to happen until I make some more changes out there. So thanks for taking a tour with me, guys. Hopefully once I get some of this other stuff done in here, well, I'll update you guys on my new setup for my action figures. I would really like to start showcasing, doing like, I don't know, a 2-minute video or a 3-minute video once a week on just showcasing a couple of items from my collection. You know, like taking some of the box stuff that's sealed, showing you guys that are on all 4 corners. The ones that aren't sealed, maybe taking them out of the box, showing you guys what was in those boxes, the joke books, the instructions, that kind of stuff. So yeah, so I'd like to get to a point to where this room is all collection stuff and just a place to list my eBay stuff and ship it, all the listed items out of this room. So hopefully we can get to that point this year and then start doing some, what I would like to call Turtle Talk videos, where we will showcase a couple of Ninja Turtle items every week. And then we'll probably sneak in some non-turtle related stuff too, because I do have a few of those in my collection as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning into our videos every week and hitting that like button. And I would like to start seeing some more comments in the comments below. Tell us what you think of our collection. Tell us what you think of our finds. So, and also every time you hit that like button, it tells YouTube that you like our content and it's going to push it to more people. So if you can, hit that like button. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. In the last couple of weeks, our subscribers have jumped up about 20 people. So that's amazing. We were like in the 30s just 2 weeks ago, and now we're at 55 subscribers. So thank you so much. If you're not a subscriber yet, hit that button. We love you guys. Thank you so much again. See you on the next one.
Hustling, thrifting, clicking that vintage honey. Traveling for them deals to make it happen for the family. Mid-century, modern collectibles aplenty. Vintage cool, cashing in that money. Yard sales for the win and estate sales for the score. We be selling that gold on eBay. Action figures, video games.